Hey guys, coming back at you with another awesome ration. This one happens to be from Italy. It usually has a production sticker right here, so I don't necessarily know what year this is. I'm guessing it's going to be about a 2016, 2015, and that's just based off depending what the contents are, because I think I had like a 2014 and it had completely different stuff in it. And this is the good part. This is the module B. It's got that little pink dot, which that means that this has the booze in it. That's awesome. Now I have had the booze before. I know everybody's favorite Steve 1989 sent me some, which was absolutely outstanding. And I think the last one of these I did had booze in it. I just can't remember. Sucks getting old. This thing is huge. I mean, huge. See how much this thing weighs. Alright, right now I've got this set to grams, seeing how it is European. Wow. What is that? 2,680 something grams. And I know that you guys have a great big huge screen, but I am looking across a table to a small little LED screen that's like this. And now it's set in pounds and ounces. 5 pounds, 14 ounces. Wow, that's crazy. And with all that being said, let's slice this bad boy open. I guess we'll try this seal. It has probably a good centimeter and a half seal, or about a half an inch. And that thing is just sealed good. So definitely going to use a good cutting tool. See what we got inside. These are in boxes, and this one happens to be breakfast. So let's check out breakfast. And right on the top, you can see the contents are listed on the box. You have Italian, English, and of course French. And this has some breakfast items, but majority of this are things that you're going to be able to use throughout the day. Such as toothbrushes. You get 3 toothbrushes and a small tube of toothpaste. Get a cutlery kit. These can be used for rubbish bags, and also have some instructions on the inside. Okay, these are kind of interesting. They are effervescent tablets for washing fruit or vegetables. And this is an instant lemon tea drink. This is it right there on the back in some English. It's a packet of sugar, some salt, instant cappuccino. It says cereal bar, has some chocolate in it. Ah, here's our booze. Here's our cordial. Still looks all good and good to go. Some more salt. Fuel tabs for our stove. This is our cool little stove. Pack of matches. 2 things of peach jam. And 3 toothpicks. That's everything in the box. Now let's do lunch. Oh, and I'm looking at this box. It says package year 2017. So this is a 2017 ration. That's awesome. Well, let's bust into this, see what we got for lunch. Again, nice cutlery kit. Biscotto crackers, or crackers. A can of pasta. I won't say the type of pasta. I don't want to get crucified again, but this is a nice pasta. Oh, looks like we get 2 packs of crackers. Can't get any easier than that. Turkey and jelly. A nice fruit cocktail. Huge fan of that. And again, ring pulls. And these are multivitamin, multi-mineral tablets. There are 4 in here. Some fiber pills. Some instant coffee. And some sugar. And that is everything for lunch. Well, you look at this. This is all you get for breakfast, man. You get this. This to eat. And I think I said that this was peach. This is actually apricot. 2 things of apricot jam and 2 drinks. Back in the day, you used to get some sweet biscuits along with breakfast, I guess with your jam. But reconfirming with this, there are no sweet biscuits for breakfast. So obviously it is an incredibly light wake me up until you have your lunch. And just to save time, I'm going to make both of these at once. And for those of you asking about the booze, I did get it confirmed that yes, you can have this as a wake me up for breakfast, or you can save this to just when your boss kind of just pees you off and you want it then, or during the cold night as a little pick me up to get them insides nice and toasty. Alright, now with that all done, let's dig in. Of course, let's try. It's called a pasta and bean soup, but you can see it's not very soupy. Even the label came off of that, but let's give this a go. You can see it's got these beans in here and these ringed pasta. And like I said, I am not going to try to say their name because last time you all gave me a hard time. So here we go. It has this light tomato sauce in here, and of course I'll scroll the ingredients down there on the bottom. The beans do have a nice flavor. The pasta is rather mushy, but outside of that, not too bad. Definitely a hearty meal, warm meal, that's for sure. With all this pasta and this beans, this would definitely fill you up. And you can see there's a ton of it too. This is a 400 gram can, and it will go nicely with this turkey and gelatin or jelly. And I believe this was how much was it? I was gonna say like 150, but it's 240 gram can of this. This stuff is always good, and of course you can mix and match, but I'm going to try this on its own first. Here's some turkey. The gelatin gives us so much flavor, and of course if we did this, if we mixed it together, I'm quite sure it is going to taste even better, especially if you let it sit in there and warm up slightly. man. Oh man, I'm dropping it. Yeah, together really works very nice because you get the chewiness of this turkey. In fact, I'm just going to take some of it and just let it nest in here for a little while, absorb some of that heat, get all nice and happy, and we'll dive back in here and give that a go. Now, of course, my fruit cocktail, I guess I should have drained it a little bit because it looks like I've got more fruit soup. But you can see the fruit cocktail. Looks like we have pear, peach, maybe a little bit of pineapple. Of course, I'll scroll that down on the bottom after I translate this. But yeah, this is going to be nice and cool, refreshing. Not to mention give you a serving or two of good fruit for the day. You're definitely going to need. And this is really good too. Now, I only used one package of crackers. I still have another one sitting here, and we do get another one with dinner. And this would give a nice crunch component to the pasta and beans, or to the turkey, whatever or however you wanted to eat it. And these aren't crackers like you would get in any other MRE. These things are crisp, hearty. Listen to this. Man, that is outstanding. Good and crisp, gives you a definite crunch. Try some with our turkey, man. Now, with all the lunch stuff, they give you a cup of coffee to drink with it, along with a pack of sugar. But seeing how I'm combining breakfast / lunch together, here I've got a cappuccino, and it called for 3.5 ounces of water, which is the equivalent of mill, whatever that happens to be. And it's got sugar and milk already in it. It's nice and creamy. You can see it's nice and foamy too. Really good flavor. I don't remember it tasting as good in the last one, but this one is quite flavorful. And I only want to have this one because I don't want to have like double coffees. And then this is like that lemon infused drink, that tea. And it is really hot, so I don't know how well I'm going to try this. And the lemon really comes through with that. You can just smell it. You can smell the citrus. That is really pleasant too. So far, these are batting 1,000. That's perfect. But for breakfast, you got this chocolate bar, this energy bar. It looks like it's pretty solid. It's not like a, well, it says it's a cereal bar. If you look in here kinda, you can see the little bits and grains of stuff. And of course, I'll try to scroll what it's made out of down there on the bottle. It's not what I was expecting. This is very soft. As soon as you bite into it, it just kind of crumbles apart. And there's almost like there's like some orange in here as well. Because when you start chewing it, you're like, okay, I get the chocolate. And then this orange flavor starts coming through. I hope it's orange or whatever. I'm not a really orange chocolate person. Man, that is definitely different. And I guess that would wake you up a little bit in the morning too. And let's take a look at our apricot spread. Looks pretty good. Smells pretty good. Grab the knife. Grab one of these crackers. Like I said, usually in the morning you would get like sweet biscuits or something, but I guess they've discontinued those. I guess you just crack into your lunch and grab a pack of crackers. Let's give that a try. That works good. You really can't go wrong with jelly on crackers or whatever. Then again, we've got sugar if we needed it. This is one of those vitamin tablets. Alright, down the hatch. And who knows, they said they're effervescent, so we'll plop that in there and see if it does anything. It's starting to bubble a little bit. We'll just let that sit there and see what happens. And last to go, some fiber pills. I guess you just take these down like a shot. And before we go, I'm going to try to undig this piece of turkey in here that we've had sitting, warming up. Here it is, you can see it right there. A little bit of steam coming off still. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Probably not the greatest idea after I ate that, whatever, these vitamin tablets. These definitely leave a flavor in your mouth. But yeah, man. Overall, this is going to be an outstanding lunch. And course, the taster dogs are going to get some of this because that's how they roll. And this was lunch and breakfast. And lastly, let's do dinner. Okay, now we definitely have plenty of stuff to eat now. Again, we have our rice salad, our beef medallions. It almost looks like beef circles, to be perfectly honest with you. And yes, you can heat this up if you would like, but from what I understand, most of the guys like it or prefer it cold. So they get this gelatin and it's easier to spread on your biscuits and mix and match. Let's try this rice salad. We have a little bit of ham in here. Of course, looks like we got some olive and some carrot. Probably some other stuff in there. I think it said maize, which is corn. It's nice, cool, and refreshing. I'm looking over here. I also think we got some peas in here too. Yep, and a little bit of corn. Yeah, there it is right there. It's hiding in there. Let me give you a nice look. This is very nice though. The rice is so incredibly tender. Has a slight salty flavor to it, like it was cooked in like water that was in sea salt. Very tasty, nice and creamy. Oh, this is really good. Come over here to our beef medallions, and you can see when you say medallion, you're not expecting a round, actually. Chop some of that up. And the taster dogs, they super enjoyed the remainder of that turkey. Man, they got quite a bit of it. But let's try this beef. I have to say, it is kind of a letdown, man, after having that turkey. This is extremely processed. There's not really like any like bite to it. Just kind of crumbles apart in your mouth. And we'll try a little more, but we'll try some with the, well, maybe if I can get some on my fork, we'll try some with actual jelly on it as well, because this is where the flavor actually is in this chow. And I realize I'm saying actually quite a bit. Good Lord, get on that. It's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, without a doubt, the gelatin's where the flavor is kept. Definitely the flavor savor is outstanding. Oh, it packs such a wallop of flavor. And I have my spoon over here. This might be easier to kind of fish some out, but grab my biscuit, and I'm going to put just a little, geez, if I can, just a little of this on here, and give that a go. Our flavors and just seasons that nice crispy cracker. And one thing to note on these spoons, they do have rather a sharp edge, so if you use these a lot, if you don't have your own spoon, you could end up getting like slight serrations in your top lip from really sucking down chow. give this one more try with a little bit of that. Oh, man. Oh, that tastes pretty good too, because you get that burst of this jelly or aspic. Oh man, and it's obvious it's beef, and then the saltiness of this, they all just kind of combine together into one big mouthful of. Alright, strike that, reverse that. We're not even going to finish that phrase. And I'm just going to try some of this on this rice just to see how this is. Just so I can say that I did it. And then we'll try some of our instant coffee. Of course, there's a lettuce, got a little sugar in there. That's actually a pretty decent cup of coffee. Well, we're going back for another. Yeah, just the right amount of sugar. It just kind of gives you that little sweet to balance out the savory. That's really good. You got this power bar. I think this is supposed to be more for between meals, between lunch and dinner, or maybe between dinner and breakfast when you got radio watch or whatever. Okay, like all power bars, it does have that chalky kind of taste. And as I was putting this into my mouth porthole, my nose porthole, it's got a very odd smell. It's so hard to kind of, I don't know. It's just got a really weird smell. It tastes good. It's got that nice little chocolatey goodness. And I guess that's all you can say about a power bar. And this was dinner. Well, everybody, this was a review of an Italian Forces combat food ration. Absolutely awesome. And I bet you all thought that I forgot about this. No way. So thanks to Roger and Carlos for hooking me up and helping out. Cheers, guys. Woo! Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking with me. And I will see you all on my next review. Bye.